So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to F1 on FTRL. It is time for Div 1 action, and we're around 10, which means it is Mystery Week, and we have no idea where we're going to be racing in the next 5 minutes or so. So join the lobby a little bit early, start the stream a little bit early now, so we can see it as it changes over. Obviously, it could be literally any track on the calendar. It could be something we've already raced before. It could be something that's still to come. It could be a short track. It could be something not on the calendar. Who knows? We have no idea what's happening, so we are just waiting for the person who is choosing the racetrack tonight to send down the information, and as the lobby changes over, we'll have a better idea of what's happening tonight. So, joining me tonight, I've got two people in the comment box for me. I've got my regular partner in crime, Mr. Max Def.
Konnichiwa.
And also we're joined for the first time by Oscar. Good evening, Oscar. So welcome to the commentary box. Yeah, so you boys we were discussing then predictions, what you thought it might be. What do you expect from tonight then? What track do we think?
Go for it, Oscar.
Yes. Yeah, it's a different bar. Like Bahrain Short isn't like the Bahrain Short that F1 actually did this last year, was it? It's the one where you cut through after turn 3, isn't it? And then go down the old DRS, the second DRS straight, don't you? So it's not quite as good as we won't quite get to relive what the Sakir circuit that they did. But yeah, that's could be up there. I don't think we've ever done a short track in FTRL. So, well, I suppose any second now we will see the lobby change over, and then we'll have a better idea of where the boys are heading tonight. I do think it'll be somewhere different. I don't think it'll be something on the calendar again, just because I think it would detract slightly from the race earlier in the season, although frankly most of the races in Div 1 this season have been impressive in some way, shape or form. So I'm sure the boys would put on another magnificent show for us again. But we are waiting now to... Indeed, so we've actually got two new faces this week. Obviously Sam Gamer is joining us for the first time. He is in the Red Bull alongside Tico, so let's see how he gets on. Also, we've got a returning old hand to FTRL. Mr. Oxhox is back. Of course, a former Div 1 champion. I think it was season 4 or 5, I think he was champion, so he's got form. Obviously, he's been away from F1 and FTRL for a little while, so it's going to be interesting to see where he is in terms of the current grid. He has replaced Aaron at Racing Point this week, so two new faces on the grid, and the quality just continues to increase in Div 1, so I expect those two to be at the pointy end, and now we are just waiting for a change of track, so any second now, hopefully we'll be on it.
What do you think, Lee?
I'm just trying to think what's not on the calendar. I mean, it could be somewhere like Vietnam. Obviously, it's a new track to the game. We have obviously raced there last season, but yeah, Vietnam may be a possibility. Monaco obviously has been touted around quite a lot. Obviously, Monaco, it's a very different race. Austria, of course, always produces great races as well. Yeah. I mean, of course, we're saying this. Like, there could obviously be other factors in play here. Like, does the person going to set the weather conditions for this race as well? Do we know that? Are we going to get a wet race, a dry quali and a wet race, a wet quali and a dry race? So here we go. Something's changed.
Here we go.
Something just changed. What changed?
Come on!
Bahrain one-shot qualifying. Bahrain one-shot qualifying. Interesting. Well, there we go then. Also, the weather's been set to custom. Now, what does that mean? Well, so Bahrain is probably one of the most popular tracks on the game. A lot of people love Bahrain. It nearly always produces great races as well. So there we have it then. So Bahrain It's a full Bahrain track, so we were close with the Bahrain, but it was Bahrain full. One-shot qualifying though, didn't expect that.
That's interesting.
Okay, Max, I think you're quite quiet, Max, if you can turn yourself up a little bit.
Konnichiwa.
There you go. Yeah, let us know. So here we go then, Bahrain. Now Bahrain isn't a circuit you'd often expect changeable conditions, so this will be probably quite unique. So I imagine if it is going to be wet in some way, shape or form, a lot of them will not have a Bahrain wet setup.
Mr. Rom Elson in the chat.
It is raining. Well, it doesn't happen often in the desert, but it is raining.
Woohoo!
There we have it then. So, we have a wet one-shot qualifying in Bahrain.
They deserve it, the rain. They deserve it. After Div 2 always getting the rain, god damn it, they deserve it.
Max there, savaging Div 1. And we have got a one-shot wet qualifying for Div 1. Well, that is, that's going to prove... I think the one-shot qualifying might be the big mix-up factor here, because now obviously there's some guys in here who can nail it on a one-shot qualifying. Some guys usually take a couple of laps just to get up to speed.
I call them Max and Lee.
Yeah, I never get up to speed, mate. What are you on about? I'm still trying. I'm doing it for about 4 seasons. I'm still not up to speed. One day, maybe. We all know what's in store for tomorrow night, Matt. Well, you say that, Matt, man, but everyone to... I'm going to wait till qualifying first, because obviously once qualifying's out the way, then we'll know where everybody's going to line up.
Wow, one-shot qualifying. This is going to be interesting.
So, well, Matt's just put in the chat. We all know what's in store for tomorrow, and Pagani's coming with Div 2. Want full rain tomorrow? We have full rain every week anyway. It doesn't make any difference to us. We even had rain in the Circuit of Americas. It's Texas, for God's sake. Right, and here we go. And away we go. And the first one, well, currently Sway is fastest, as he's got the 1-1 wings on. He's got the Catabee set up down to turn 1.
Oh,
It's a little bit deep. It's full as well. Lynx now takes over at the top. Here comes Tico. Enduro Chris now flying himself in there. And here comes Dutch. Oh, TMC CR7 is retired. In fact, he has a qualifying ban, so that's probably why.
Dutch takes the lead.
So Dutch and Tico, familiar faces at the top. Here comes Tom Duval. He went very well around here before as well. Oh, Chris has made a mistake there. He's now plummeted down the order. Here comes Sam Gamer. And he now goes top of the pile. Dutch and Tom Duval in there. Tico, it's all... Look at changing. Sam was fastest a second ago. He's now down in 8th. Wesker in the mix. Scuba up in P4. Tico 3rd. Now Tico all the way down to 7th. He made a mistake. Now he's back up to 3rd though. But Tom Duval, currently fastest as they head down the back straight. Of course, no DRS.
It's very close. It is very close.
Everybody on the wet tyres. Oh, big slide from Tom Duval. That's cost him a couple of tenths. Dutch sweeps into the lead. Got AP down to 16th. He's struggling in the wet conditions. Tom Duval hanging on in there. Where is Dutch Tricks relative to him? It's close still. This is the thing about one-shot qualifying. You literally can change at every single corner on the curbs. Can Dutch keep it neat and tidy? He's looking good here. Dutch Tricks, Scuba in there as well. He's 3rd. Tico 4th. So the big guns are there, but Tom Duval, he's put a Herculean effort. Dutch Tricks is fastest.
Wow.
Not by a lot. It's difficult to see. So Dutch Tricks does what Dutch Tricks does best. Nails it when it matters most. And he will start on pole position. So Dutch Tricks on pole by 0.2 of a second in the end from Tom Duval. Absolutely Herculean effort from him. Great to see him up there in 2nd. Scuba will line up 3rd with Tico 4th. Then Lynx is 5th alongside Wesker. Zumpy up in P7 alongside Sway. Then Juro Chris in 9th and Callboy 10th. And then in 11th, Ox Hox returning. In 11th, he lines up alongside Adamako with Sam Gamer down in 13th. There at one point he was right up at the front end, but he lost time throughout the lap. Graham lines up alongside him on row 7. Then Lennon and AP with TMC bringing up the rear with his qualifying ban. AP got disqualified in that then. So there we have it. Qualifying done. Now we can probably do some more accurate race predictions. I know Dutch does like the circuit. I'm going to put my money on Dutch Tricks. He does need to start taking some points back from Scuba. Obviously, we've just got 4 races to go now, and it is 11 points, I believe, the gap. So he needs to start chipping away now. We've got a dry track. So, have everybody gone for a dry setup for a wet quali, or did they put all their eggs in the basket of it being wet? Well, there we go then. A dry start to the race.
They're lucky.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Dutch for the win, Scuba second, and I'm going to put Tom Duval for third. I think Tom Duval will sneak a podium here.
Interesting.
That's my 3. Brett in the chat there, he reckons Dutch, Scuba, Tom. So he's gone the same as me.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty accurate. I think he's gonna be Dutch. I'm gonna put Tom Duval and Wesker.
Apparently Oscar, you're still quiet. Have you got your thing shared, by the way? Your voice settings shared for streaming? No, Oscar. Just check your settings just to make sure you're okay to be shared during broadcasts. That might be why.
Hello?
Dan Morris reckons Scuba, Dutch and Wesker. Yeah, apparently nobody can hear you. I don't think you've got your settings to shared, so. Now, we've got a spinny wheel.
We got Paul saying Tico has been quicker than Dutch around here, so Tico, Scuba and Dutch. I think it's a pretty good prediction from him.
Yeah, Pagani, they're going for that one there. Although the big question, of course, is can Tico keep his penalties down? Because that is often Tico's undoing. However, that's been Dutch Tricks undoing this time a couple of this season already. Of course, he lost out at USA, although he did have to do a bit of a Herculean effort to get back on terms with everybody.
Little bit, yeah.
So, yes.
Captain Chubb saying Scuba, Tico, Dutch also. Yeah, pretty much the same names we see around here again.
Yeah, familiar faces at the top. And we've got the spinny circles of death. Now, I don't know what's going on here. Is this because it's one-shot qualifying? Or we've got a glitch?
Aslan is saying, I was about to say also, Codemaster is having a little drama session again.
Can you hear me now? It would appear that we have got a lobby reset, unfortunately, because the Codemasters lobbies have done what they've done best and shat themselves. So, right, out we come.
That must be the rain during quali.
It's got into the circuits, yeah. Messed it all up, so, right, so we're out the lobby we come. We'll go again in a moment.
Oh, there we go. Oh no. Oh, now it's working. Lovely.
Well, a few people have come out, so, including me.
I'll close the game and start it up again, just to make sure.
I think everybody's jumping out, so something was causing it to glitch. Hopefully, if we go straight into the race, hopefully it'll be alright.
Romain Grosjean's Romain Grosjean's car is still in the barrier. They're clearing it as fast as they can.
Harsh but fair.
Belgian humor. You go, Rom. Oh Jesus. So
I'm just waiting for a new lobby invite to be set up, so hopefully. Yeah. Oop, here we go. Here's an invite. Go again. So then while we're waiting for the lobby to be set back up again, just to quickly refresh the action of what we've got left coming up on FTRL this week. Already we've had this week performance from Monza, which by the look of the amount of drivers who finished the race was a bit of a race of attrition. Max,
No
you could probably
no comment, please.
Fill us in. I haven't watched that back yet, but there was quite a small field at the end, so there was a bit of a race attrition. So please do go back and have a look at that race because there's bound to be some excitement in that one. We also had ACC from Zolder last night. Callum Cripps continued up his perfect record, 3 from 3, but some great racing up and down the field. Tomorrow night, of course, we're back with Div 2. It is again Mystery Week, so we have no idea where we're going to be racing, what the conditions are. Are we going to be doing one-shot qualifying? Who knows? Find out at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Thursday, then, it is the final full week of GT2 on GT Sports. So we've got one rescheduled race to run next week. So the championship it can be decided this week, although it would take something quite special from Fever to do it. But Fever is a man very capable of doing something very special. So GT2 this week, it is the final full week, and it is from Spa-Francorchamps, of course, one of the greatest circuits in motor racing there is. So expect some great racing there. We've got the G Group 4 race and the Group 3 endurance race. That's on Thursday at 8, and then on Friday the final week of GT1. The GT1 title already wrapped up, courtesy of Mr. T. Smith. He's making himself a 4-time champion, joining Pagani on 4. But there's still the Group 4 title to be decided, so that one's still to play for. Of course, Tom, with his perfect record of 7 wins from 7 races, has clinched the Group 3 title already, as well as the overall, so just the one left to play for, and maybe some pride. Can he keep up that 100% record? We shall see on Friday, so do join us. Still plenty to come from FTRL, so waiting for everybody to get back in again. Looks as if for TMC to get into his car.
I believe I should be heard now as well, so if you guys can let me know.
Can you hear him now?
That is the question.
Right, he's in his car. I think we're now good to go.
Oh, he forgot the key. Must go back inside.
Yes, you can be heard now, Oscar, apparently. We're all good.
Love it.
So, just wait for everybody to start readying up. Custom grid,
I'm
and
looking
probably just
forward
sorting
to
out the
see
grid.
the start.
Yeah, I'll say there was a rather interesting start to the Div 2 race here last season, wasn't there? Mr. Mattman and Mr. Junkie Sports. We're looking at you, particularly. I don't think either of them got past the start-finish line last season.
Talking to me?
No, I think you actually you're okay, Max, didn't you? I don't think you crashed at the start last season, did you?
For once, I did not crash in the first lap, or the first turn, better said. Or wing damage, what I mostly get.
Yeah, that's something you've taken over. Well, in fact, that's something Mikey's taken over from pretty much everybody on his own. To be honest, he carries that mantle. It was something that happened to me a lot when we had 3 divisions, and I jumped up to Div 2, and literally every race I got wing damage on the first lap, and I was infuriating. And then the one time I got a decent start at Mexico, I got around to the end of the lap, and there's somebody side on in the middle of the track. Bang! Straight into them I went, of course. That was not a good season. Thankfully, I've got over that now. So it's been a while since I've lost any wing on first lap, thankfully. Long may that streak continue.
Yeah.
Right, so we're ready up.
Must
We're
be
going to go
nice.
again. So we get ready to go again. Just the race now. So qualifying over and done with.
That was an expected one-shot quali. Absolutely.
Yeah, I said. Obviously, we're expecting just a random track, but yeah, the one-shot quality just an added bonus to really mix up the grid. Although it didn't really mix up the grid too much. Still got the three at the front you would expect to be at the front. It's just Tom Duval. Really hit great effort from him. To put himself right in the mix here. So, was he's quick in the wet around here? What is he like in the dry?
Daniel Morris is asking in the chat, Lee, if you guys can win the construction.
Can we instructors? Of course we can, mate. Of course we can. You keep doing what you do. You bring in the big money. I bring in the loose change. Sorted.
And like the truth has been spoken.
It is. It's the truth. I know my role. I know my role. I am Valtteri Bottas of Red Bull. In fact, no, I'm pretty much Alex Albon, to be honest, cruising around in the middle of the pack in a really good car.
Or Nicolas Latifi from George Russell's team. He never gets the points.
Right. Oh, now that's quite cloudy. It's dry, but that looks like cloud. So,
They deserve it.
might there be some rain in the air for the race? It looks dry at the minute.
Will be interesting.
Yes. So, right.
Come on, Codemasters.
The tyre
I think
choice will be
yeah,
very
everybody should be putting
important.
tyres on, so we should be okay for the minute. I think everybody should be putting their setups and the tyres on, so it could be worse. It could be the Latifi or the Williams. This is true. This is true. Although based on qualifying, I pretty much am the Latifi of Williams because I'm being constantly
there we go.
out-qualified by my... yeah, there we go.
There we go, the first ones.
If we want to win the structures, I mean, if we do Vietnam, I do like Vietnam, Dan. So if we do Vietnam
Yeah.
tomorrow, I should go all right.
Oh, wait for me. Me and Casey are coming for you guys. the Haas are coming.
To be fair, you've
putting
really
some
picked up
good-
that, Max. I've been impressed with his last couple of weeks. Your switch over to manual gears is definitely working out quite nicely then. So here we go, and let's see what everybody's gone on for. So there's a lot of medium tyres. Here we go. Anyway, right. So on pole, Dutch Tricks. He aced the one-shot qualifying in the wet, and he is starting on the medium tyres. Tom Duval starting alongside him is on the soft, so he's got aggressive early on. But his best qualifying of the season. Of course, he picked up a podium in China with an absolutely fantastic strategy call to put the soft tyres on towards the end. Smashed his way through to the front, but his tyres just went away and he dropped back and still claimed a brilliant P3. Starting P3 is Scuba, championship leader, right behind his teammate and his title rival. He is right where he needs to be, just needs to stay in Dutch Tricks' wheel tracks. On the bunny again, Tico lines up P4 in the Red Bull. He's starting on the medium tyres. Link's behind him, great qualifying from him, his best of the season so far. Also starting on the medium tyres. And we've got Wesker constantly at the front. Was having a really good race last week. Again, they're all in a little bit of rye for people under the safety car. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit of a cleaner race this time around. Everybody will try and avoid each other a little bit better this time. He starts P6 on the medium tyres, as is Zumpy in P7. Great to see the season 13 Div 1 champ up there again. Starts 7th, and then Sway in P8, the other runner on the soft tyres. Just two people starting on the soft tyres. He's the second, so he's going aggressive early on. P9 is Enduro Chris in the medium tyres. So they all just concertina up there, starting in P9 alongside Corboy, who finished P2 last week after all the penalties shook out. Great effort from him, his best result of the season so far. No, sorry, he was third, I tell a lie. Still a great podium from him. Oxox on his return is P11 in the second racing point. He leads the second of the Ferraris. Adam Acco, all these guys on the medium tyres. Then the other debutant, Sam Gamer, in the second of the Red Bulls. What can he do from 13th on the grid? And you've got Graham, who had that outstanding drive last week as well. Kept it clean with all the penalties, vaulted him up the order. He finished P4. Then Lennon in 15th, lead of the Williams. You've got AP in 16th and TMC at the back in the McLaren, also on the medium tyres. So, to the grid they come. Everybody starts to form up.
Yeah, it just needs some wind.
I don't know.
And here we go, 5 lights, and here we go! Or not.
Patience, patience. Everybody just jumping into place. Revs start to go up. And away we go. It is a good start from Scuba. One of the Ferraris pops out into the middle in the background. It's Enduro Chris. Dutch, though, seems to have got the run down. Tom Duval on the inside. Can he dive down the inside? Scuba's looking around the outside. Oh, that's Sam Gamer out wide there. All contact in the middle of the pack. That was Sway and Enduro Chris making contact. They all seem to get through okay. Yep, everybody around. Nobody has Grosjeaned. And Dutch Tricks has held on to the lead. Tom Duval still second. Scuba still third. Wesker's jumped links, so he's been the first mover, the big mover. Well, we've got a couple up 2. Sam Gamer's up 2 positions as well. AP's up 2 as well. Oh, Leonard's lagged out already. We haven't even got around a lap. Down to the bottom hairpin for the first time. One of the trickiest corners on the game. Downhill off camber. But everybody seems to have got around there nicely, and Dutch Trick still leads. Tom Duval, though, right on his rear wing. Utilising those soft tyres while he can. Those two have just jumped out to a little bit of a lead over Scuba. Got Tico, who has got Wesker all over the back of him. Wesker looking racy early on. AP and Sway also looking racy. Sam Gamer passed to Corboy up into the top 10. So he had a good start. On to start finish rate 2 complete lap 1. We've got a bit of a gap then from Lynx back to Enduro Chris. There's quite a big gap opened up. I see somebody just peel up into the pits, or was I imagining that? It's probably go side by side. Here we go. I've got a terrible view of this at the moment. There we go. It is Zumpy and Enduro Chris. And that is a position gain for Zumpy. Oh, in the background, who was that? That was Oxox is off.
Oxox just spun out. Oh.
So his return lasts 1 lap and 2 corners. Unfortunately, he exited stage right into the wall and hard. Do we have a virtual safety car? It doesn't actually say anything on my screen.
Yes.
So virtual safety car at the start of lap 2. Unfortunately, Oxox's return is all too brief. The game deciding that is enough for him, unfortunately. So a brief return. That, however, gives Lennon the opportunity to rejoin. Just as we get racing again. And did I just see the spot of rain?
Yep.
Exactly.
You see rainfall falling onto the track. That's very interesting now because
it's raining.
people on soft tyres will have a lot better grip. The question is, how long will the rain last?
Yes, the question is, how long will the rain last, and when will it become heavy enough that they need to make switch over? So obviously the soft tyres around here last what, 7-8 laps usually? I think it don't last too long around here, so you're off them quite quickly.
Is it going to dive going down the main straight? That is a good question.
DRS is enabled. Well, the rain is spitting, so we won't have DRS this time. He's got a great run though. Pops to the. Oh, there, I think he got a little bit too close there. Popped to the inside and actually had to check up a little bit, or maybe he's waiting for the second DRS zone. Can he get a good run out of 2 and 3? There's a little bit of a slide on that's given Dutch a bit of an advantage, but the DRS is open. In the background, Wesker and Sway going at it as well. Wesker going defensive, Sway trying to go all the way around the outside. He's on the soft tyre as well, remember. Oh, it's still side by side. And Sway gets the move done. Great move. The rain is just starting to fall. So we've got dry tyres on a track that, well, it'll still be okay for the moment. It usually takes a few laps before it becomes greasy. Always see people start going off. We shall see. Oh, in the background, who's that facing the wrong way? I think that's TMC CR7, it is. He has spun coming out of the hairpin. He's still got his wing intact though, so he gets going. Of course, he was the star of last week. Battling with Dutch Tricks, unfortunately, just dropped it on the final lap as he pushed to try and overhaul Dutch Tricks for the win. Unfortunately, his Bahrain race is not going quite as well. He had a spin and that's dropped him all the way to the back. While Dutch Tricks continues to lead, Tom Duval in hot pursuit. DRS is open. Again to the inside. I don't think he's close enough again though. Dutch doing just enough. And Scuba now right on the back of Tom Duval as well.
Oh, Tico had a bit of a moment, but he kept it in.
Yeah, top three have really pulled away here. So he's got the first three, and then Tico, who's now got Sway coming up behind him quickly. Ooh, in the background, Zumpy and Lynx going at it into turn 4. Zumpy down the inside. Lynx is going to try and run around the outside. Big slide as he gets the power down, and Zumpy gets the move done. Zumpy thriving in these tricky conditions. He's now up to P7. Is that where he started? So yeah, he's back to where he started. So after a bit of a poor first lap, he's now back to where he started in P7. Can he do anything then about Wesker ahead of him? Or can Lynx come back at him? Tom Duval right on the back of Dutch again, but this straight in the middle, it's very tricky to overtake here really, because you don't really get enough of an overspeed to make the move done unless the driver ahead of you has a really poor exit out of the hairpin. But one thing Dutch Tricks is very good at is getting good exits out of corners. So Sway right
Tom
on the back
does
of...
seem to have a lot more grip than Dutch so far.
Yep.
Due to
Tyres.
his better choice of tail.
Just locks the inside there as he comes into the final corner. He's close this time. I think he might be close enough this time to have a look into turn 1. Here we go again. DRS pops open.
He doesn't have enough
He's a bit low on ERS.
But he's got no ERS in the background. Tico and Sway going at it. Dutch defends the inside. Tom's going to have to go around the long way. Lock up from Dutch. Tom's now got the inside, and through he goes, and into the lead of the race. So Tom Duval hits the front. He's got the DRS again as well. In the background, Tico just held off Sway.
We've got Scuba just behind them.
So yeah, 3 for the lead. Then you got a 3-car battle for P4 as well. Tico still the head of this train. Into the pits of Enduro, Chris Graham, AP, Lennon and CR7. They think it's time to get onto the wet tyres. They seem to be sliding quite a lot now. I think it is the time. Now this could hurt Scuba, because Scuba is right behind his teammate, and if the track's turning, he's going to have to double stack. So is he going to try and make a move? Yeah, they look very tentative. Now look at the gap Tom Duval's pulled already. 1.3 seconds.
Incredible.
Just shows how much better
AP's
this
out.
are.
And we've got another virtual safety car, is it?
I can't see it on my screen.
Or is it a full safety car? Who's at the back? Is that CR7? So AP has crashed at the... Yeah, we've got a full safety car. Because there's a yellow dot on the track map by where he's crashed. Ooh. Scuba almost hit the back of his teammate then. Now, they've surely got to pit this lap, and they're going to double stack here, aren't they? So Tom Duval is in, Dutch is in, Scuba's in. Yep, they're going to double stack. So this is probably less painful for Scuba. Ooh, unfortunately we have lost Oscar from the party.
Network. Oh.
So Scuba having to double stack. Away goes Dutch. In comes Scuba. Onto the intermediate tyres. Away he goes. Now, where is he going to come out is the question. He's lost a couple of places. You can see there, one of the hazards getting out in front of him as well. Scuba's going to come out in P8 then, so he's lost 5 positions having to double stack. But it would have been a lot worse had he carried on. So shook up the order then. Tom Duval still leads. Dutch Tricks is second. Sway now third. Tico in fourth. Zumpy up to fifth. Wesker is sixth. Lynx is seventh. Scuba down to eighth. He's got some work to do from there. Cowboy in ninth. Adamako is 10th. Sam Gamer 11th. Enduro Chris is 12th. Graham is 13th. Lennon 14th. And TMC, he is 15th. And those guys pitted last time around.
Looks like it's raining pretty hard, huh?
Yeah, it's come to say it's intermediate weather. Everybody's on the intermediates that I can see. Yeah, everybody's gone to the intermediates, so nobody's gone to the full wet, so it's not heavy rain, but maybe the... But it's come early as well, which is probably good for the drivers.
Yes.
Obviously, if it had been sort of a long period on the dry, you might have seen a few of them go for a drier setup and then... But yeah, I suppose they would have looked at the weather.
You agree? Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Oscar's internet switched itself off, so we're down to 2 in the commentary box. A retirement in the commentary box, and that's a rarity. So then under a safety car after AP unfortunately crashed on his outlap as well. He just pitted for intermediate tyres and then seemed to just lose the back coming out of turn 3. He hit the wall pretty much where Roman Grosjean went off as well.
This is something I want to mention also actually. Imagine they're driving on no traction. How crazy that must be on a track like this. Wet and everything.
Yeah, so the traction around here is quite a big thing as well, isn't it? Because obviously you've got a lot of like slow corners where you're punching out of, like turn 1, turn like the 2 hairpins in the middle part of the lap as well, the final corner. So yeah, it's yeah, I don't envy them that. Another lap under the safety car then, so this will be helping everybody save a bit of fuel, keep the tyres in good check as well. Question is, intermediate tyres, how, obviously we don't often do wet races around Bahrain, so are we going to see them have to stop again?
I think yes.
Yeah, I think it's an early stop, isn't it? Now, if it was obviously going soft to hard, then they would make it. Obviously, that's a fairly routine in the sort of the dry tyres. But obviously, the intermediates tend to be a little bit softer to keep the grip up. So, I wonder if we're going to have to see a second round of pit stops. That's of course, is it going to stay wet? Is it going to dry up again later on? We literally don't know. Get Taylor in the booth. Do you want to be in the booth, Aaron? You can be in the booth. Right, bear with me. Oh, well, I'll add him, don't worry. You keep talking through what's going on. Yep, so safety car in this lap. Maybe. We'll find out soon.
I'm sure it is in because TMC joined in the back, so I'm very catch up. Konnichiwa! Hello Aaron, hello buddy.
Safety car in this lap then. Oh, I can't hear him yet.
Here he is. Hello.
Here he is. There we go. Hello.
Here we go. Just in time. Here we go.
So this has been a dramatic start.
It has. I was in a party with Tom Duval. Safe to say the nerves are definitely there.
Extra pressure.
Well, let's say he led in China. Obviously
he's doing well.
He's doing very well. Great effort in qualifying. He is, he's really taken to life in Div 1 very well. Not been daunted at all. Has he gone? I think he has. Oh, Dutch is right on the... Oh.
He's not gone yet. He's not gone yet.
Now he's gone. Dutch has gone with him, though.
Yes.
Dutch is not hanging around. Tico right on his toes as well. He's already alongside Sway as they head down the start-finish straight. So they've got to change. Battle for the lead. Battle for third. Zumpy looking as well. Tico up to third. He's right on his toes. Tico not hanging around. And Tom...
Dutch to the outside.
Yeah, this is the move that Tom did on Dutch. Tom was trying to hang on in there, though, and he has done.
Good defending. Good boy.
Great job. Dutch still there on the outside, though. He'll have a better run off of 4 if he can hang around the outside, but Tom covers him off.
Get back, yes.
Switch back.
Switch back.
Switch back. Come on, boys.
Well, they're still side by side. Dutch throwing it in. Tom's still hanging on. Oh, he's still got the position now. Tico's right there. Scuba already up to 6th. He's already made up 2 places as well. Oh, Tico sideways. Tom Duval doing absolute bits in the lead. He's been made to work for it hard already. Only 20 more laps of this pressure.
I can speak from experience here that on the very rare occasion that I've led or been in front of the 2 Dutch boys, when they are this close, it is one of the most intimidating things that you can do or you can have in Formula 1, trust me.
Indeed.
It's not fun when they're both snailing around behind you.
Yeah, and also they're quite good at withstanding the pressure, as we found out in Brazil last season, where you worked over the back of Dutch for most of that race and he didn't crack once.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely, even weaved as well, just for good measure.
Bastard.
I'm keeping my eyes very, very firmly locked onto Sam Gamer. Comes in with a very high reputation. no assist driver, and top tier of AOR, nearly spins right on cue, so always good.
Well, he's up to P10. He started well, got 3 or 4 places in the first part, lost that a little bit in the pit sequence by the look of it, but he's up ahead of the Ferraris.
I think we'll see him come into his own by the end. So what do we think about the conditions tonight? Nobody saw this coming, I don't think.
Wet in Bahrain is not something that happens often. I don't think I've ever seen...
Max, I think you need to turn your mic up a bit, buddy. I can't hear you very well.
Konnichiwa!
Oh, here he is.
Or just shout, whatever.
I mean, karma for Div 1. After all the Div 2 guys getting rain all the time.
Yeah. I thought it was about time.
Finally.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to see how this is going to play out, because Tom looks comfortable. And to be fair, although he was quite nervy, once he got ahead of Dutch, he calmed right down. So...
Yeah, he's also
he seems more nervous.
7 tenths of a second, yeah, because no
attacking.
DRS here, which makes it a little bit easier to defend, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah. Different nerves from being chased and chasing.
He seemed a lot more nervous when he was attacking.
Scuba, of course, who got held up in the pits, they're having to double stack, back up to P6, he's now on the back of Zumpy, who's had a really good start so far. He's up to P5, so he's gone backwards and now forwards, but he's now got the championship leader right under his rear wing.
Speaking of backwards people, T Smith in the chat giving us a little bit of stick. So saying that all Toms beat Dutch and Tico in the rain, it's what they do apparently. So
Of course, I think he's harping back to, was it season 12? Hockenheim?
yeah,
His one and only
quite a lucky win.
And to be fair to him, he played a strategy
he lives
blinder.
off of that now. he did, but he lives off of it. That's the problem.
It's like a one-hit
He's living
wonder,
his
isn't
life
it?
in 2018.
It's a one-hit wonder. He's like Rick Astley on Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah.
That's all everybody knows
Or
him for.
Jojo, remember her?
Oh, yeah. Leave.
That's the one. I'm hoping that's what he does. Yeah. Right, anyway, I'm keen to see what Scuba's going to do. Obviously, Dutch, you would still put him at this point favourite for this race win.
Oh, Sam Gabriel up the inside of Wesker. They're wide at the hairpin. Here comes Enduro Chris trying to get all three wide. Oh, Wesker's lost out there. And Chris picks up 2 places.
What a battle.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Scuba's going to do. Championship leader, 11 points clear going into the race.
Obviously he's lost one point already for pole.
Vital.
So it's now 10. And Adam Acco now doing Wesker over. Wesker is struggling in these conditions. He's going backwards at the minute. He's lost 3 places in as many corners.
Scuba done the inside of Zumpy. Zumpy's held it. Scuba's desperate, you can see.
No, he's about as close as you want to be. Yeah, will he make it move? He's going to have a look again into the final corner, maybe just checking for his brake reference. And then line it up for down the start finish straight. He's got a good run off the corner. You'd expect with the slipstream. He's on the overtake. Zumpy as well though.
Here comes Dutch.
For the lead. Around the outside. Is Tom going to run him out again?
Oh yes.
Dutch has got it done this time.
Tom, poor exit.
There we go.
Scuba didn't get through either that time. So Dutch to the lead. Oh, Tom's coming back at him though.
Tom. Here comes Tom.
Down the inside. He's gone very shallow. Dutch is just going to run around the outside. Gets the traction.
That's going to bring Tico back into play as well, I think.
Now he's in. Is it worse to be in the middle of these two, or with having them both behind you?
Absolutely.
Because you're going to want to attack, but obviously you need to be wary of your braking zones because you don't want to lose your wing. And then you've got Tico, who is known, of course, for his patience, behind you in third.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's probably the funniest thing you've ever said, Lee.
Oh, it's definitely up there.
Well, to be fair, shout out to Zumpy. He's driving really, really well at this point. Scuba is quicker at this point, there's no denying that fact, but Zumpy's to be defending that way from the championship leader and to be staying in touch with Sway, who's 4th in the championship as well. He's definitely doing himself justice here, isn't he?
Totally.
So a battle going on for P14 as well. The lagging Lennon, who's back in, racing out on the curb, fighting last week's star driver CR7. Unfortunately, doesn't like Bahrain quite as much as Spa, it appears. However, he has got intentions to take away Lennon's position. Here he comes down the inside into the final corner. That should be a fairly easy overtake. Gets it done. Can Lennon switch back on him? Not quite, but tucks into the slipstream.
Good move. There we go, yeah. Slipstream coming up there.
Oh,
Is going to
Sam,
be enough? I don't think so.
Sam making the move on Chris. Chris coming back at him. Round 3, but no, that's move done. So Sam is
what
up
an
to
exit
P9.
Sam had there, Jesus.
Yeah, look at the gap he's opened up there. Half a second, 6/10 of a second on the run of that hill. So he got a fantastic launch, and now Adamako and coming back at his team. We've seen these two came to blows at Silverstone, so hopefully they won't go full Ferrari.
Sway, I think, is about to do his old mate Scuba the world of good, because Scuba could not get past Zumpy, and now Zumpy's caught Sway, and I think they're kind of in reverse order on pace in this train at the moment. I think Scuba's the quickest, and Sway might be the slowest, so Scuba could get 2 in 1 if he plays this right.
Yep, Sway with a bit of a moment as he got on the power down the straight there, but and again there, taking a slightly more sweeping line. Oh! Sway drifting around Bendel bottleneck.
Scuba really keen to make a move now. He's going to make it on the next turn there on the long straight.
Again, I don't think he's
I don't know.
Zumpy's had a good run into the corner there, and I think Zumpy might even be fancying the move of his own here.
Exactly.
Sway's got a good launch off the corner though. They've just pulled a couple of car lengths.
No, it's not going to be pretty fun.
He's closing though.
Not close enough.
Not close enough though, no.
Still not close enough. Why is there only 6 people liking this stream? Come on, people. 18 of you watching. Only a third of you have done it. Come on.
Sorry.
Oh, Sway's gone. Sway's gone.
Oh, no!
Oh, he's in the wall. He has lost it on the exit of 3, is that? Oh, his wing damage as well. So we saw him have a couple of moments. Unfortunately, it's now gone very wrong for him, and he's all the way down to P12, so...
Oh, Sway.
And a great run as well. He's looked really good in the early stages there on the soft tyres. Got himself into a very strong position. Unfortunately, wet weather not being so kind to him. And now he's struggling for grip there. He's going to have to pit this lap. Oh, Lennon has once again left the building. Now, what have we got going on here? Sam.
And we got 7 likes, Aaron, by the way.
Sam trying to close down on Corboy, who is currently P7.
Up to 10.
Now, top 3 are just starting
Tom's
to spread out.
really holding his own.
Yeah, Dutch has
he's really
pulled
holding his
away,
own.
but he's got that gap sort of held at about 1.5 seconds for a couple of laps now, so keeping Tico at arm's length as well. Zumpy and Scuba now resuming their one-on-one. And here comes Zumpy to the pits, and Scuba. No, Scuba's gone through.
As well. Yeah.
Tico in. So, are they going full wet? Lennon's just put in the chat full wet.
Full wets.
So the rain's getting heavier. Here comes the change, and Scuba might have made a faux pas there by not pitting. Because he ends up double stacking
Hopefully
again.
He doesn't stack. Yeah.
4 seconds. I think he will though. I think he'll have a little bit of a pause.
Yeah, but it won't be anywhere near as dramatic as the last, I don't think.
No, true. But
The question
again,
is, what's the pace going to be like? What's the difference between the 2 tyres at this point? Is there going to be a massive undercut over 1 lap? Look how heavy that rain is.
Jesus.
Go on board with Scuba, it's crazy.
that is.
Ooh, we got
I can hear him
17 to go.
wheel spinning in 4th gear as he gets on the power. No, I was going to say, looked like he might have just been skating a little bit wide there, but no, he's managed to haul it in. To the bottom corner. Yeah, it is very, very wet out there now. Dutch has got the lead up to 1.7. Oh, Tom bringing it back a little bit. Not being phased. Very good
Looks like
driving.
Tico might have made a good move there.
Yeah, Tico's pulled a massive amount of time on
Jesus,
CR7
exactly.
Yeah, definitely the wet
Tico's going
tyres
to be the
now.
race leader.
So how's that undercut
I'm
worked out
convinced.
nicely? Dutch is, yeah, he's coming in. Tom
Well,
Duval's
that
got to
was
follow him as well.
wouldn't-
Yep. Now what does Scuba do?
Boys, it wouldn't... I'm going to say this now, and don't laugh, but it wouldn't surprise me if Zumpy comes right into this mix as well.
Scuba's carried on, so he's decided not to double stack. Yeah, like you say,
Scuba.
Tico on the back of CR7 out the final corner. Surely CR7's got a pit. He does. Just crosses over. Where is Dutch Tricks? He's coming down the pit lane. Tico's down the start finish straight. He's going to take the lead here, I think.
Yep.
You
Can
do
you
it.
imagine?
Zumpy.
Yes, he done it. He's done it.
He just switched into the lead. Zumpy, I think, is going to be right at the tail of Tom. He is. So that, look at how much time they've made up on one lap. Tico's made probably 2.5 seconds there. Zumpy came from 3 seconds
might be
back.
under threat from Lynx here. Scuba might be
Scuba.
under threat from Lynx.
It is very, very wet here. This extra lap is
he's
going to kill him.
struggling.
I think he should have pitted and double stacked. I think he's going to have lost less time. Car does not look like he's enjoying itself in these conditions. He's already only 13 seconds ahead of Tico. And the gap is coming down very, very quickly. So Tico now...
He's lost about 3 seconds to Tico already, Lee.
Yep, he is
on
hemorrhaging
his one
time.
lap.
He keeps on losing them.
So Enduro Chris has been a big winner from this as well. He's up to P7 now, back ahead of Sam Gamer. Callboy's lost out 2 places. He's down to 9th. Graham ahead of Wesko, who's down to 12th. So Wesko was running in the top 5 earlier on. All the way down in 12th position
Well,
now.
Boys, I'm going to make a prediction. I think Scuba's going to come out around Sam Gamer down in P8.
Yep.
I think he's going to lose a massive amount of time.
He's only got 10 seconds over Tico, who is coming out of the final corner now as he just enters the pit lane. So he's going to lose out a massive amount of time. So the championship swings back towards the man currently in P2. He's looking for the lead. Not close enough this time. Tico. Oh, Dutch came in very hot to turn 1. Where is Scuba? Here he comes down pit lane. I think you might have called it pretty much bang on. He comes out. So he goes Sam Gamer. Here comes Callboy. Scuba's going to get just in between them. So yeah, back down to
P8 from
P8.
Scuba. Jesus.
Well, he's fought back there from on there once already. However, he obviously aided by a safety car. Could probably do another one of those again. Dutch right on the back of Tico. Now, what does Tico do in
It
this
wouldn't
situation?
surprise me.
Because Tico obviously probably not in the hunt realistically, barring a couple of DNFs for the 2 ahead of him. So he's probably just after glory.
Ah. Make no mistake about it, Lee. Tico will want to win this race. 100%.
Oh, there
As
is no
much as
doubt in
him
my
and
mind.
Dutch are best mates, as much as him and Dutch are best mates, Tico will not make this easy for Dutch at all. And Tico will not want Dutch to continue just winning everything.
Also,
So-
Tom Duval is coming back into this.
Mm.
He's closing them down. That gap he's pulled away from Zumpy, and now he is back on Dutch's tail. He's back within a second.
Go on, the boy.
Go on, Tom.
Zumpy's having an incredible race.
Yeah, I say, I think he's on his. Obviously, made the transition over to wheel a couple of seasons ago, and was probably a little bit off the pace to begin with. Kind of came a couple of good results toward the end of that first season, but now he's up to speed on it, and he's back to the sort of Zumpy we know. Of course, the one that won season 13 in the mixed championship.
Sam
Yeah.
Game is struggling. Scuba is so much faster than him. One of the best in the business is Sam Gamer.
That's our resident Canadian taken over from Doyle. Unfortunately, left us.
Well, luckily this one doesn't reverse around the pit lane corner.
The most Div 2 thing to ever happen.
Oh yes. I can't wait for this tomorrow.
Oh God. There's probably like part of me
Just
wants
for
to
reference
practice,
for
but I
those that
don't
are
know.
watching, Div 2 is going to be completely different to this.
So it's not going to be
promise
Bahrain
you.
at least, so we know that much. Not Bahrain full anyway.
I mean, you've narrowed it down by 1, so that's good.
Oh, well, I'd like to think it's not going to be like France or Brazil that's still to come as well, because that would be a bit silly. But who knows? Whoever this person is choosing this, they might be evil like that. So Enduro Chris has really put the hammer down as well from Sam Gamer. He's pulled that gap to 3 seconds. No, he's 4.8 seconds ahead, so he's really got his head down.
Tom de Val just a little bit of time to Dutch tricks again.
Yeah, just that gap's just opened up a little bit. Tico's just pulled a couple of tenths on Dutch as well, just to give himself a little bit of breathing room. But these two spend most of their FTRL career flying formation, so they're fairly used to running in close proximity to each other. Yeah, I think now Scuba on Sam is only a matter of time, I think. Continues
Scuba
to...
got a really good launch off the final corner on the last lap.
Not
And he's
so much
not
this time.
managed to mirror it as well this time, no.
Sam went into
However,
the
he's
inside.
closing. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, Scuba's going to be getting so wound up. Needs to carry on.
Still quite a way to go, 11 laps, so anything can happen yet. Especially in these conditions.
Good move for Dutch for the points in the rankings.
Yeah, I think as I said,
He
he needed to start chipping away because that gap has just been growing
100%.
week on week. Obviously, the point situation means that just a 1 point difference between each position, so he needed a big gain, and this could be the week. He gets it.
Well, if anybody can do the impossible at the moment, it's Scuba. Seems to be just... Oh, Sam's on wide.
Back at the front then, so the
Scuba
lead...
seems to be the man at the moment. So, let's see what he's made of.
Yeah, so the two Dutch boys now getting the hammer down. They're just putting time back into Tom de Val. He's lost a second in the last couple of laps, and now Zumpy's coming back at him. So he could have a fight on for P3 again. So these boys using the curbs really does just make me just a little bit squeamish. Because usually the curbs are not your ally in these kind of conditions.
Oh, Sam gave a massive twitch.
Scoop again, they're not quite close enough. Oh, he's wide again though.
And it's a good run. He's closer than he's been.
Damn Morris, could it be Abu Dhabi in the way? I've actually done an Abu Dhabi race in the wet. Oh, Scuba's right on him this time. This time, surely. He's got to be this time. He is right in the real tracks.
Sam using his overtake, Scuba as well. It's going to have to be a bit of a send from Scuba.
Ooh, Sam's gone defensive. Scuba's going to have to go around the long way. That might be the preferable line. Or Sam going to go deep here. Oh, they're both going to go deep. He's taking him deep. Scuba switches back. And again.
Double switch back.
Switch back and switch back. Oh, bang wheels. And again, and again. Still side by side. Gives him the squeeze. Oh, more contact. Scuba trying to hammer around the outside. He's running right off the track. But he comes back on alongside again. Oh, nearly. Oh,
What a switch.
God!
and breathe. Championship
I
leader.
can't
He
feel
needs
my
to keep.
hand. I just squeezed my hand for no reason.
What a great battle then. Callboy now starting to come under pressure from Adam Acco, just behind these two. The second of the Ferraris. These two seem to be closing on this pair ahead. I think so. They're just costing each other time now. Graham and CR7
Well,
going at it as well.
Commentator's curse here, but could you imagine the scenes if Dutch and Tico have a collision
Oh, no.
in this race,
Oh,
and the
no.
way that,
Oh,
and then the
Scuba.
way that the podium would then look?
Tom de Val,
Tom de Val,
Dutch.
Zumpy, Links.
That would be pretty much what we wanted from this race. We wanted a mixed up race.
Wesker
Scuba.
down in 11th. Yeah.
Scuba looking
Mix
more
up
and
the
more
grid, isn't
ragged.
it?
We've got both Mercedes chasing Red Bulls at the minute. Oh, Scuba's even
Nope,
closer
I
this
don't
time.
think it-
Sam's already gone defensive. And they're not even at the start. They're the pit entrance
Sam's
yet.
got his overtake on. What Scuba got? What has Scuba got?
Big squeeze again. He's going to switch back. And then he'll switch back again. No, I think Sam's got it
Exit.
sorted out. But he's got a good run out of 3.
Oh, what a battle.
He's going to go up the inside this time. No. Oh, Sam switches sides.
Oh my God, I can't watch.
Tense battle here, Scuba. desperate to find a way through. He's definitely quicker. He just cannot find a way through. Sam putting his car in all the right places. Let's check in on the race leaders. They are about as you were. Tico holding about half a second. Dutch right on his tail. Tom
You
Duval.
can't help but feel though. Sorry, you can't help but feel with Dutch. I don't know, every single time he's behind somebody, I just think to myself, he can just flick that switch whenever he wants. Like, I don't know, he always just looks so calm. Never see him make a mistake.
Yep.
It's just a matter of time.
Not often, is it?
With Dutch.
It's not often. The thing is, though, Tico is probably within a couple of tenths of pace-wise, so Dutch is going to have to force the issue, I think, to make a mistake. Somebody's also pointed out, nobody's got a penalty yet.
No.
Obviously, these conditions a little bit. I would say, Bahrain's not the worst tracks for penalties usually, but I think with the conditions, Scuba's just taken a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, he's not at the best of runs here. Callboy's now looking alive.
Oh, he's under pressure though from
Adamaco's
Adamaco.
close.
Not this time though. Scuba's eye, I think, has just been taken by Lennon's ghost car. Gets a little bit of a respite.
TMC P12.
Graham and that magnificent helmet of his. TMC's plain white one. You can do something about that. Come on. You're fighting helmet greatness, and yeah, you've got a plain white one. Come on, come on, Kevin. But that is move done. Graham down to P13. TMC up to P12. It's the star of last week.
That's pretty close now.
Yeah, it's a matter of time. Tico, much more battery though, to be fair to him.
Yes, I was about to say also.
Looks like Dutch is now maybe thinking about it.
Tico's definitely not just he's not making this easy for Dutch at all. Anybody that thinks that Tico might be making this easy for Dutch or giving him some points, absolutely no chance. Don't get me wrong, they work together at times as Sam goes off. It's now or never for Scuba, it really is. Early upshift to third as he does. What's his launch? He's had a slight wiggle.
Captain is also close again. Adamaco maybe this time. He's a lot closer now. Down start finish straight. Both of them on the overtake. He's got the inside. Corboy's just going to hang on. Oh, a little bit of bang in the wheels and a slight overlap still. Adamaco's had a good run though out of 2. He's going to have a look at the inside into 4. Again, he's alongside. This time, he's going to get it done. Yeah, good move. That's Adamaco up to P9.
Nicely driven. Very nice.
He's trying to set that up for a couple of laps.
Look how much time Scuba's lost to Enduro, Chris. 8.5 seconds Sam is behind now.
Yeah, when I commented on that a couple of laps ago, it was 4.8, so that gap's now doubled in what, 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, doubled back.
Oh, Scuba coming in hot there. He's trying to set himself up. Needs to force a mistake.
Saving his battery though. 70%. He's going to get in this lap, I'm calling it. Start finish straight this lap, it's happening.
Yep, there's the big claim.
He's clever what he's done there, Scuba. He's not used any of his battery for a couple of laps, put himself up to a higher percentage to give the overspeed on Sam, and it's a good exit here and at the final corner.
Sam a little bit wide,
He's
but
lost
again.
a little bit of time. Here he comes. Yeah, he's got a lot of speed. A lot of speed. This is the lap.
Good run, closes in. And he had a good launch. It's not a bad one. Here he comes. Onto the overtake. Sam not currently using his.
He's going to be a move now.
Going to go defensive though. Scuba might just drive around the outside though. No, again, Sam goes defensive. Scuba's got the overlap still. No. Door shut in his face.
God, you can tell how experienced Sam is, can't you?
He's driving very, very well. It may not be quick, but he is
having fun.
clinging onto that P7. for all he's worth.
Scuba not had many of luck. Yesterday he got hold up by me. And now he's getting hold up by Sam.
Yeah, but you hold everyone up, Max.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not gonna name a name. Somebody punted me.
To be fair, it was a very good catch, a very nice catch, to be honest, of you to catch Goy in the in turn 2.
Come on, Scuba. It's not finished.
6/10 the gap now.
I think
The
Chris had a bit,
Dutchies just doing their own thing at this point.
yeah, Sam had a bit of a poor launch, but again, Scuba just not close enough to capitalise on that straight. Again, just
Credit
building
to
up.
Tom, he's staying with these boys. 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's pulled away from Zumpy again, so the pressure from behind has relented for now, anyway. So, driving.
Oh, Scuba, close. Where he was, maybe he just came in a bit hot. Oh, he's had a
good
great
run.
run.
He's had a very good run this time.
Here we go.
This time, he's got the inside. Sam's going to squeeze him, but I think this time it's going to be moved on. Parks on the apex. Block passes. Sam's going to come back at him, though. Now we're going to see.
Oh, drag race. Here we go.
Oh. Schumacher and Barrichello. Whoa!
Oh, here we go.
Sam with a big switch.
Puts his car, or drives a... Ooh, okay.
It was firm. And Adamako is now going to buy into this. This is not what Scuba needs.
No. I thought that was it there for Scoobs.
It seemed to be moved on, but Sam comes straight back at him. That is the best time to do it as well. Don't let him get settled. Come straight back at him. I think Scuba thought that Sam was going to go around the outside, so he just left the gap of the open. Huge switch to the inside. And then block past him. Scuba a little bit hot there into the hairpin. Let's have a look on everybody else while this battle continues to bubble. Tico and Dutch still circulating, just over half a second between them. Tico looking very good at this stage of the race. Dutch though maybe just biding his time. Tico still with more ERS available. Both using it though, so they are pushing. Tom Duval just inching back up a little bit. A couple of tenths here and there. Not close enough yet. Zumpy in a very solid P4. Having a bit of a lonely race. Speaking of lonely races, Lynx is P5. Great effort from him. Running on his own at the moment there. He's got Enduro Chris just 2 seconds back. He's had a really good second half of this race as well. Come alive in the wet conditions. And then back to this titanic battle for P7. And Scuba is as close as he's been at the final corner. Here we go for round, what's this, 7, 8?
15.
147, who knows? Here we go again then. Oh, that's a big bang. Both gone deep. Adamako's going to buy into this in a second. Oh, and Scuba's got a penalty.
No!
And Adamako sweeps around the outside.
They couldn't be better.
So, Scuba goes from bad to worse. Oh, Adamako a little bit wobbly. Has he got on the power there? Oh, yeah, he went for the move again. They both ran deep. He ran out on the curves, picked himself a penalty, and they slow X off the corner and let Adamako just sweep around the outside, and he's now got up into P8. Now what can he do about Sam game? This might open the door for Scuba. If Adamako suddenly makes a dive for it into turn 1, they both run
Look
wide.
at the difference in battery between Sam and Adamako. Huge amount.
Wow.
Yeah. If Adamako can stay close, he's going to have a real go at him here.
You are not wrong. Here we go then. On the straights.
I agree, Dan. I agree, but
It's been firm, but it's probably fair.
the only one for me that was possibly a bit suspect was that last lap then, when I think Sam just opened up the steering wheel to kind of block Scuba's path a little bit. For me, that was a little bit sceptical, I want to say. But
Well, let's see what
by
Adamako's
far
got for him.
not the worst you've ever seen.
Yeah, let's see what Adamako's got for him. It's on the overtake.
He's definitely going to have a go. He's definitely going to have a go.
Right, this is where Scuba needs to be on his toes, because if they do what he's been doing to Scuba and takes them both wide, there is the opportunity to do what Adamako just did and scoot past.
Oh, Oh, here he goes.
Oh, Adamako on the power.
Oh, that was it. That was the chance.
Sam switches to the inside. It's so aggressive as well. Just size across the track. He's asking to take a wing out. And so far, they've got away with it. Gaps up ahead as you were. Dutch continues to stay about 6/10 back from Tico. 1.8 back to Tom Duval. Top three unchanged. Zumpy still in fourth, running on his own. Then Lynx in fifth. Enduro Chris in sixth. And then this battle. Sam Gamer, Adamako, Scuba. Callboy's on the back of it as well. Wesker's also caught up as well. So Wesker's had a disappointing race by his usual high standards. But he's buying into this battle. And
well, interesting fact for the room, if it's all carries on like this, but for any craziness in the last couple of laps, this will be the first race of the entire season that Scuba hasn't finished on the podium.
Wow. There's a stat. Well, he's got a... Ooh.
And if he carries on this way, he'll lose the championship lead as well because of his penalty.
Yeah, he's going to lose the 2 places behind him to Callboy and Wesker. Unless he can do something. So what has Adamako this time got for Sam Gamer? The gap's opened up a little bit here, so I don't think this time he's going to be close enough. And Scuba's not been able to come back at Adamako yet either. Now his wing seems to be intact. I just wonder if maybe he's... I don't think there's been any damage. I'm not seeing any carbon fibre flying anywhere. So I think he's maybe just... settling himself down and maybe go for it again in the last couple of laps. Up front, however, Dutch Tricks has just halved that gap and he is now right on Tico's rear wing again.
Yeah, I said to myself, what, lap 27-ish, Dutch will have a go.
Well,
here it is.
Here it is. Here he is. He's put the hammer down. Just closed back in on Tico a little bit. They're running very similar ERS. Tico just slightly better off, but nothing in it. Oh, Adamako's had a good launch out of the hairpin. Oh, he's alongside. He's got the overlap. The banging wheels. Sam sweeps around the outside. There's contact on the exit of the corner. He keeps the position. So Sam again there showing defensive prowess. Oh, Adamako, I thought that was the move done. And then once again.
Tico's still keeping it up nicely in front of the Strix, keeping the pace of between 0.4 seconds between each other. Really good.
I think it's helpful having somebody you trust to race as well. I think if it was somebody you didn't know, who might send it on any way, shape or form at any point, that might be a different story. But those two, of course, know each other inside out. No, they're not going to do anything stupid. Once again, then into turn 1, Sam Gamer still holding on to that P7. Adamako looking for a way through. A good run out of 3. But not good enough. Callboy just dropped off the back of these 3 a little bit again. Now they've stopped battling. He's bringing Wesker back into it as well. Tom Duval's taken a couple of tenths out of the lead too. It's down to 1.5 seconds, but still comfortable for the lead too.
Sway's gone.
Oh.
He's at the moment.
They're coming out of 3. That's where he had his moment earlier, but yeah, he's okay. He's still P14. Not his day today, unfortunately. Here we go again then, down the short straight. Adamako not close enough.
Dutch Tricks is gonna make a move here. Got a good exit.
He's on the overtake, so is Tico. Tico's gone defensive early. Here we are onto the final lap. Trying to break the slipstream. Does Dutch send it up the inside? He has a look. Tico's got it covered. Just needs to hit his braking marker here. Gets it stopped nicely. On the final lap then. Scuba seems to be closer to the back of Adamako than Adamako is to the back of Sam Gamer. Does Scuba fancy moving to 1? Not close enough.
Such an intriguing race, this, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely lived up to the hype. Had a bit of a mixed result, although
Mix up the grid.
mixed it up a little
really
bit.
has.
Obviously, with the cream, as ever, seems to rise to the top. I imagine Scuba would have been in this battle if he hadn't have had to double stack.
Ooh, Dutch. Ooh, he's close. Tico had a wiggle. Race to the
Close
line.
enough. So that's
This is going to be...
that straight. It's just tantalisingly too short to make a move a lot of the time. That straight. You
Yeah,
get the
but he's
speed,
brought
and
him
then just
right
as you
into
get
play
there,
then.
you've got to brake and turn in. So
It's now or never for Dutch. Tico's got one more corner to hold on.
he's got that gap back up to 0.4.
No, it's game over, I think.
Tico doesn't make a mess out of the final corner.
Yeah.
That is going to be a win for
What a
Tico.
win for Tico.
Great job from him. He wins the Bahrain mystery round from Dutch Tricks. Tom de Valle, brilliant third place for him.
Adamaco.
Whoa.
Sam Game has gone wide.
Oh, and Sam's cracked on the last lap. Through goes Adamaco, through goes Scuba. Scuba's probably just want to pushing here to try and get away from Corboy. Oh, Corboy's got past him as well. What's happened to Sam? Oh, Wesker as well. Has he got a puncture?
He's got a puncture, rear left.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So Scuba down to P9. Is he going to stay ahead of Wesker? He does, so he stays
Yeah.
9th. Just ahead of Wesker and Sam Gamer. Oh, so unlucky.
Scuba's going to retain the championship lead though.
Yeah, it's just, that's 7
Dutch
points.
second.
So
Yeah,
it's
7 points there and then 8 points overall, so the gap's now 3. Or 2 if memory serves me
Graham
correct.
across the line in 13th. Oh, Sway's had a bit of a moment somewhere. Oh, has he got a puncher as well? Yeah, Sway's got a puncher as well. Right rear. So 2 punches on the final lap then, so the tyres are
Maybe
right on the
Lennon's
limit.
going to come into play now. Maybe Lennon's going to get him. Only a minute 59 to make up.
Well, Lennon's coming across the line now. So I think Sway's probably safe. He can drift across the line. Oh,
are you sure?
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe.
he's-
Yeah, it's a bit early
Come on,
to be.
Lennon.
Come on, Lennon.
It's a bit early to be doing celebratory donuts, Sway. Come on. Oh, he's crabbing. He is crabbing more than a crab. Crabs. Oh, he's in the pits. Oh, no. Didn't make the line. Sway. Oh, Sway. Didn't make the line.
Right. He'll
Well.
stay classified though, won't he?
Yeah, true. Adamaco then is driver of the day. Great effort from him.
I'm going to overrule that and give that to Tom Duval. What a performance from him.
Indeed. Well, Tico
Wow.
is your winner. Dutch Trick second and Tom de Valle outstanding third from him. The champagne flies. So, the results from a dramatic Bahrain Grand Prix. Tico takes the win from 4th on the grid. Dutch Tricks comes home in P2. Just 0.3 of a second back at the flag. Tom de Valle, a brilliant P3 from him, his second podium of the season. Zumpy, a brilliant P4 as well. Lynx came home P5. Solid drive from him. Finished where he started. And Joe Chris up 3 places into P6. Great drive from him. Adamaco there. Also a combative drive into 7th with Corboy 8th, Scuba 9th, Wesker rounding out your top 10. Then Sam Gamer, who brilliant defensive drive but picked up a penalty on the final puncher on the final lap, sorry. And TMC CR7 12th, Graham 13th, Sway 14th, despite the late donuts and unexpected pit entry. And Lennon, the final finisher in 15th. Retirements in AP and Oxox. So just a brief return for Oxox. Hopefully he'll last a little bit longer next week. Well, Mystery Week definitely threw spanner into the works for a couple of people.
Wow, what a day it was.
Yep, certainly was. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night as well now. Division 2 Mystery Week. I mean, it's funny enough watching Division 2 when they have a chance to prepare, let alone
True.
let alone when they don't. So bring it on. Come and join us tomorrow for that one, peeps. And please like the stream. Come on. Let's get it done.
Get it
Lovely
done.
people.
Takes 2 seconds of your life. 2 seconds. Come on. You can do it. We have faith. So that's the end of the coverage for tonight. But as we mentioned already, back for Div 2 tomorrow. The Mystery Week again. Where are we going to be ending up? Find out at about 7:59. Then back on Thursday and Friday with our 2 GT Sport Leagues. The GT2 Championship continues to be tight and close. FIBA leading the way. Panda right on his heels though. Still a title to be decided. 3 races to go for them. And this week we are at Spa-Francorchamps. And then on Friday we're back with GT1. With again, back from Spa-Francorchamps. Title already wrapped up. The Group 4 title still up for grabs. How are we feeling about the final week then, Aaron?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm going to win.
You're going to win. Are you going to end Tom's streak in the Group 3 race, or are you going to take the Group 4 win?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely. Well, probably both, but I don't want to speak too out of turn.
Fair enough, you don't want to come in.
No, it's going to be good fun. What I will say to everybody that is still watching the stream, for those that may be slightly interested or potentially keen on maybe having a go, next season for our GT Sport League, which starts on the week of the 4th and 5th of February, you have the option to race either Thursday or Friday. Skill doesn't really matter now. We're not having 2 separate divisions. We're coming up with a completely brand new scheme, completely brand new idea, never been done before across any sort of league. We're doing an online career mode, which was introduced to us by British Touring Car, World Touring Car, and every sort of form of motorsport legend, Andy Prio, who brought us that news, which was wonderful. But anybody that's thinking about giving it a go, I highly recommend that you get on board for next season. So it's for all types of ability, and it will be able to suit anybody. It's not just going to be full of sweats, so don't worry. But please get in touch if you are interested, because honestly it's going to blow your mind when you see it. That's my last thing that I'll say.
I think stuff. You've done very well that you've not given away any details on that as well. I'm very impressed. We're almost at release point, and I'm sure you were so close to bursting. You're like a balloon with a pin, and you're like millimetres away. And at any point now you just would explode. But no, you've done again a brilliant job of reserving yourself. Well done. So that's the end of the coverage for tonight. That's the end of the coverage for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us as ever. Hope you enjoyed the action, and we will see you tomorrow for Div 2. But from myself, from Max, from Aaron, thank you very much for joining us, and good night.
Good night. Oh.